Hey, welcome to this episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. This is a beer I haven't had in 6 years, and then I hadn't had it since 7 years before that. What am I talking about? Good old Guinness Foreign Extra Stout from St. James's Gate, Dublin. 7.5 BBV. Cannot make heads or tails of this bottling code. So I pour it into the Spiegel Stout glass and do it the Mosier pour, and that just foams up. And it sits there for a long time. In fact, I saw it kind of plateaued after a while, so I went and I folded my laundry and I came back and then I topped it off. And yeah, so you can see that's a reasonable amount of foam now. And actually the beer, I'm sure, is quite warm. Oh, wow. This has a kind of... Actually, it has a smell very similar to the Guinness Extra Stout, the one that comes like in a bottle like this that's not on nitro. It's very fruity, slightly buttery, slightly almost vinegary. Yeah, I think it's probably like, I think it's diacetyl, but like it's intended to be there, or like it's just a natural yeast byproduct in this case. I will say it's also very, very raisiny, very raisiny. It's like a box full of raisins, maybe prune. I really wouldn't call it chocolate. I would not call it roasty. This does not smell like coffee. No. To me, it's a very fruity smell, but also kind of buttery. So let's see what we're in for here. Cheers. Yeah, a lot going on with this one. Wow. It's been a long time since I had this. What I do remember is that this tastes a lot like the Guinness Extra Stout, which is only slightly stronger than regular Guinness, but it just enhances like everything on it, like big fruity notes, big kind of buttery notes, raisin, and then I get actual like legit roasted malt, very similar to what you get in a American Imperial Stout, like one of those three, in the aftertaste. Yeah, so up front it's like fruity, little chocolatey, little buttery. I'm trying to think of like a chocolate and butter kind of candy combination, but it does not taste like candy. In fact, it's not like that sweet. It's malty, I would say. Yeah, it's very malty. Has a bit of a like kind of a butterscotch kind of flavor. Actually, I think caramel is what I'm looking for. Yeah, caramel. Because this kind of has like this taste, especially in the aftertaste. If you ever had Cracker Jack popcorn, like that's caramel or toffee covered popcorn and nuts in there. So very, very similar to that. And then like, I guess like if you had Cracker Jack, like, and then you mix some raisins with it. Yeah, it's to me it's very toffee, caramel, nutty, maybe a little butterscotch, and then roasty malt into the aftertaste, kind of a bitter aftertaste, kind of a bittersweet aftertaste. It's kind of it's a little bit of both there, bitter from like the roasty malt, but also a sweet kind of fruitiness and kind of lingering. I don't want to say alcohol, but I mean I think there's like a tiny little bit of alcohol in here. It's 7.5, which 10-15 years ago that was a really strong beer, but by today's standards that's practically session beer. And oddly enough, you know, for our 7.5 ABV, this is not a huge, thick, sticky beer. I mean, I would put it like medium body and probably like moderately low, maybe even just straight up low carbonation. I would call it very smooth, borderline creamy. Yeah. Actually, I get like a brief kind of chocolatey flavor, like right as it hits the crest and goes down the apogee. Then it kind of transitions to like roasty malt, kind of coffee-ish. But yeah, this is good. I mean, it's definitely one of the best, or at least you could say like one of the progenitors of the Foreign Extra Stout style. So as far as my score for the Guinness Foreign Extra Stout, really like this one. I mean, if we're rating this a spec, this is scoring 40, 45 or higher. My own personal opinion, I give this an 8 out of 10, maybe 8.5. I kind of prefer like maybe like a little bit more in the mouthfeel, and it kind of took me a little getting used to like some of the esters in there. And also I think I'm drinking this probably like way warmer than they want. But yeah, this is an 8 out of 10, a good solid B+ kind of beer for me. All right, so as always, I'm rambling. If you watch all the way in, you know you're awesome. Thanks for watching. I will see you for Cider Saturday. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.